Congratulations, your new thing just came in the mail today. Only problem is, it's inside a box. Now, don't be alarmed. This box may look challenging and daunting, but today, after you finish watching this video, you will be able to open a box with ease. Now, this box looks pretty daunting and challenging to me because it's covered in tape, but I have gathered up some very useful and important tips that will help you open this box with ease. Now, being able to open a box has plenty of advantages to it. For one thing, you can quickly open a box and get all your things that is inside of the box out. Two, you can impress your friends. They will be very impressed if they can see that you can open a box that is covered in tape. And finally, it's also very good for your health, because if you do not need to stress out about how would you open this, because let's say you are in front of your friends and you have a box in front of you, but you have no idea what would you do to a box that is covered in tape. What are you supposed to use? A ball to open this? I mean, you never know. But today, I will show you a great way to open a box. But make sure you don't do what I did before I learned how to open a box, such as
stabbing the box. Okay, no problem. Surely throwing a ball at it should work. Or throwing discs at it. Or even using a modified drill with an old spatula. That's alright, we can just cut it in half like wood.
You gotta be kidding me.
Or out of sheer frustration, we can just kick the box. Surely this should work.
Now that was pretty pathetic. What you guys need to know about opening a box is that it's not a skill that can be acquired easily. It is an art that you need to master by practicing over and over. Now, here's what you will need to open a box.
Now the things that you will need is, first off, a pair of scissors with a sharp blade preferably, and that's about it.
Now, if this is your first time using scissors to open a box, you will need to know how to hold it properly. I prefer to hold it by one hand, grasping on one handle and putting all the other fingers on it, but leaving your index finger and holding the other end of the scissors. This will make sure that it is tightly in your hand and it does not get loose. Now, there are two types of tape that may be on the box. The most obvious one will be the clear type of tape, the clear Scotch tape most likely, and it is pretty easy to take off. All you need is a pair of scissors, like I mentioned earlier, as your materials. But the other two types of tape that may be on there are masking tape. Now, masking tape is pretty easy. You can rip it off pretty easily. And the second type of tape is duct tape. Now, it is pretty easy to understand. It's basically a roll of tape that is incredibly sticky. It is made out of thread and glue combined. Now, this tape is incredibly sticky, so if it does get stuck to you, call your mom and she'll help you take it off, or your dad, or anybody that can take off tape. Everyone. But anyway, so duct tape, be careful with it. It may get stuck on you.
Guess what, guys? It's finally the time, and since you're done with all your training in tapeology and scissoronomics, we can get ready with opening the box. Now, as you learn in scissoronomics, make sure you grasp the handle with all your fingers and leave your index finger open and have a firm hold. All you have to do is put the scissors through one end of this thing and just slide along. If it does not work the first time, try again, jam it in there just right. Just go up and down, up and down, up and down until you have cleared this side of the tape. Now it's time to do the other end. All you have to do is put this end on this side, slide it over so it's easier, jab the tape in there. Make sure you have a firm contact with it and make sure you're not slicing the box like I am right now. But as it's open, this flap should open up as so, and so should the other flap. Now, this is the hardest part. You need to open this end of it. Now, this end is pretty complicated, but all you have to do is put the tape right around here and do this. As soon as this is done, you have made contact with this part of the box. Now, all you have to do is just slide along like you did in the beginning, and just keep going. Now, if this starts to get hard, all you have to do is just turn it like this and cut your way all the way down. As we learned again, all 4 fingers in the oval shaped hole and 1 finger in the small circular hole, and just cut along the tape. Now, for the first couple of times, you may have a hard time, but it's pretty easy to open. And our box is finally open. Without any hassle or trouble, we can finally open the flaps and see what is inside the box. Well, now here's an example of a box with masking tape on it. Now, masking tape is pretty easy to take off. You could take it off with your hands, but I prefer to take it off with scissors. It's just a whole lot easier and I'm lazy. But anyway, so just jam this in there again, like we did it with the plastic tape, and slide it through. Other side, again, get the grasp in there. Look, and good job, you pointed it out. I did it wrong. Just flip it over and do it from the other side. And just do this side too. And as soon as it's open, just slide it through. Just come right off. And you open your box one more time. So in conclusion, all you need to open a box is a pair of scissors and a box that just came in the mail, or you just got one from a store or anything like that. Grab your scissors like I explained in the beginning, slide, cut, and your box should be open with ease.